11, the Sabbath rest. Therefore, while the promise of entering his rest still stands, let us be careful that none of you be deemed to have fallen short of it. For we also received the good news just as they did, but the message they heard was of no value to them, since they did not share the faith of those who comprehended it. Now we who have believed enter the rest, for as of the others it is just as God said, so I swore on my oath in my anger, they shall never enter my rest.
And yet his works have been finished since the foundation of the world. For somewhere he has spoken out the seventh day in this manner. And on the seventh day God rested from all his works. And again, as he says in the passage above, they shall never enter my rest.
Since then it remains for some to enter his rest, and since those who formerly heard the good news did not enter because of their disobedience, God again designated a certain day as today, when a long time later he spoke through David, as was just stated, today if you hear his voice, do not harden your hearts.
For if Joshua had given them rest, God would not have spoken later about another day. There remains then a Sabbath rest for the people of God. For whoever enters God's rest also rests from his work, just as God did from his. Let us therefore make every effort to enter that rest, so that no one will fall by following the same pattern of disobedience.
7 times Jesus rested in the Bible. What is God's rest? The rest God is talking about is not rest from your daily work or physically exhausted when you have worked hard. It is that profound peace that God gives to those who love and obey him regardless of their circumstances.
Amen. And it is trusting in him completely. It also means that he is our everything. He holds all things together, Colossians 1:16. In him we live, move, and have our being, Acts 17:28.
There is nothing for us to do or change. He has the Khan. So let us rest in him. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways or when they carry out their wicked schemes. Psalm 37, verse 7. Be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46:10. Folks, it is a privilege given to those of us who love him and obey him to enter into his rest. And we can enter into that rest even in this fallen world, which is a real privilege. The world is trying to enter into his rest, but they don't know how. They want that rest. Everybody wants that rest. And it's only through Jesus. So it's so important that we preach the gospel so that those who hear it will be able to enter God's rest, because that is where God is. He's in his rest. And having that rest is not only a privilege, but it's a requirement for a full, abundant life. You see, we were never meant to carry the burdens we carry. We were never designed to carry worry and struggle, and these things are not natural to us. Jesus is the only one that can carry them. And so when we give him our burdens, we take his light yoke, we enter into his rest. And as much as our flesh and the devil and the world wants us to be in conflict and struggle and anxiety, that is not where it's at. We should be privileged that we can enter his rest, because that's something that we all want, a place where we all belong. Thank you for joining us for this Lion's Table. We hope this one has been a real blessing to you. It's been a blessing to us telling you, and we ask you to join us again next time.